to the Honorable Vijendra Prakash. You have the floor, sir.
Honorable Speaker, Honorable Prime Minister, Honorable Cabinet Ministers, Honorable Leader of Opposition, Honorable Members of Parliament, and dear audience here and abroad. It is indeed an honor and a privilege to support the 2020-21 national budget that has been proposed by the Honorable Minister for Economy, Civil Aviation and Telecommunication for the next 2020-21 fiscal year. This budget, Mr. Speaker, will bring about many good opportunities for our citizens to assist them in their daily lives and businesses. This budget will also enable economic recovery, bringing birth to new opportunities and a stable future for all Fijians. Mr. Speaker, this uncertain pandemic crisis is affecting everyone globally and locally. It will take time and effort to overcome challenges during this time of global crisis. We salute the efforts of the entire medical defense staff for their effort in containing this virus. I am also thankful for government's effort in successfully providing safety to all its people from the spread of the COVID-19 viruses. COVID-19 virus, Mr. Speaker, has changed the country's economic situation and stability, but due to leadership under the Honorable Prime Minister, the Minister for Economy has made proper allocation for resources to counter and bring our country back to its feet from this global pandemic. Mr. Speaker, protecting our people is protecting families. It is protecting our economy. It is protecting productivity and protecting the well-being of our country. Mr. Speaker, during such uncertainties, hard times and sufferings, aspiration of people through good governance will bring opportunities to build a better future for all. This budget, Mr. Speaker, will provide relief to thousands of families and keep businesses and companies afloat. Mr. Speaker, we need to have a positive mindset so that we can have confidence in overcoming any difficulty. With positivity, we are able to have a will that can face any challenge. There is a saying, if there is a will, there is a way. Or if there is a way, there is a will. Mr. Speaker, communities are becoming more resilient and stronger in overcoming challenges and adversities. We as leaders need to empower them as individuals and communicate to resist, absorb, accommodate, and recover from the effect of hazards and turmoil in the timely and effective manner. Mr. Speaker, the United Nations has commended the Fijian national budget for being bold and courageous. Yes, Mr. Speaker, this is what Fiji needs. A budget that is bold and courageous from our leader. A leader who spoke up and stepped forward, who took the risk of true leadership when radical change was required. He has encountered situations that demanded courage, and it wasn't easy. Mr. Speaker, courageous leadership requires strong principle and tremendous tenacity. For this, we thank our Prime Minister and the Honorable Attorney General for standing up for the people and confronting reality head-on and staying on course even when it gets tough. We will come out of this crisis with perseverance, prayers, and a positive outlook of life. Mr. Speaker, I would also like to take this time to thank the commitment by other ministers, members of the government, and each and every Fijian who had risen above the occasion to battle these viruses and its impact. Mr. Speaker, this government has administrated its finance for the best interest of its people at all times. And I repeat, Mr. Speaker, this government has administrated its finance for the best interest of its people at all times. Mr. Speaker, during the announcement of national budget by the Learned Attorney General, Minister for Economy, Public Enterprise, Civil Service and Communication, majority of our people demonstrated a sense of satisfaction, of hope for a pathway to better and brighter future. Many of our countrymen and women thank the Almighty God for the opportunities in the budgetary allocation towards moving the nation in the correct direction. Mr. Speaker, reduction of taxes on many items will definitely increase buying capacities to stimulate the economy and help in securing employment. This budget will also help in the construction industry in investing in many building projects that will be implemented, thus creating increased employment opportunities for our people. Mr. Speaker, the increase in the national budget allocation towards Ministry of Agriculture, Women, Poverty, Alleviation, Health, Forest, Defence, the police force provide a timely boost needed to improve and provide security, job opportunities, build stronger confidence in the nation and the world for safer and a better holiday destination. Mr. Speaker, $100 million is allocated towards those who are currently unemployed, those on reduced hours, and those that need to reskill themselves for more opportunities. This will mean a lot to their families during these most trying times. This is what a true people's government does for those who need a helping hand in moving the nation forward. Mr. Speaker, there are always lessons to be learned from any difficult situation that comes in life. This pandemic period has brought a lot of paradigm shift towards the value of land and resources available to us in its proper utilization and care. Cultivation of crops, vegetables, and use of marine resources around us will contribute towards food security for our families and the economy. The increase in budget allocation to the Ministry of Agriculture will further help in various best farming habits in crops and livestock. The upgrade of laboratory facilities in the ministry will assist farmers towards scientific and modern economical farming habit, supplementing imports and increasing export. The existing and newcomers in farming business will enjoy enormous opportunities available in proper utilization of farm and sea resources to produce variety of produce. Mr. Speaker, during any time of disaster and hardship, generous donors from various sectors in Fiji and abroad have stood tall to support us during national building. They have generously contributed to those in need and deserve our heartfelt thanks and appreciation. Mr. Speaker, we should all be patriotic to this land that we call home, where we can create a common platform and understanding for people of different races and beliefs in this country to work together in positive and constructive manner in national building activities. This is possible as those with patriotic heart will always be willing to trade off their comfort for the sake of the country's interest. The spirit of patriotism will also permeate positive values and instill good ethics in all walks of life. Indirectly, this will drive off all sorts of negative influence which could possibly bring damage to the national agenda. This government, the Fiji-based government, will fight tooth and nail to keep the sovereignty and dignity of this nation intact. And I ask each one of us to support this government for the betterment of our country. In conclusion, Mr. Speaker, this budget is the best way to revamp the Fijian economy after the COVID-19 impact, and I fully support this timely and bold national budget for the year 2020 and 21. Thank you, Sir.
I thank the Honourable Vijendra Prakash, and I now give the floor to the Honourable